No Man's Sky on the PSVR2. Is it worth it now? Is it better on the PSVR2? Well, these are all questions I'm going to answer in today's video. Now, just to dive into this from the beginning, when PSVR2 dropped, I did jump in and play No Man's Sky, and while I was impressed with how they had implemented things like the haptic triggers and the vibrations and everything like that through all the haptics, well, there was one thing that was still lacking, and that, my friends, was the visual fidelity. Now, they could make this freaking incredible, and I was very bummed out when I got that kind of jump in action and found out, well, actually, this is not much better than it was on PSVR2 visually. Now, of course, in true No Man's Sky fashion, they jumped on board and they dropped a freaking massive update the other day, which was literally like, less than 5 weeks after the console had dropped. Now, is it any better? That is the question that we want to answer today. Now, I dived in there, and of course there is a ton of new content and a load of things that they've added to this, but they are not the things that I want to discuss today. The things that I want to discuss is visual fidelity, is it better, and what do I think needs to be done better, if anything. Now, I jumped back in the other night, literally yesterday, as the update only dropped 2 days ago, to see if my problem, the one big problem I had with the game, had been fixed, which is visual fidelity. Now, I can tell you they have definitely worked on this. It is a lot better than it was originally. Now, I would say that there is a huge difference in the view render distance, and I feel like this clip is going to answer that. So from anything from like here to there looks crisp AF, and anything from sort of like that rock through to maybe down there looks slightly slightly less crisp. It almost, from there to there, looks like how it used to look everywhere on the PSVR2. And then you get into the realms of like anything from that point onward, it's just a mess. It's very, very hard to actually see what's going on down there. So as you can see, like that near sight field of view is much better, really improved. Still not quite what I want, but still a huge improvement over the original release on the PSVR2. That midway sort of view is now about what it used to look like for closer objects, and then the far stuff is still just as muddy and bad. Now, I will say this is a huge upgrade. Playing through yesterday, I honestly spent like about an hour in there, as I genuinely love this game, by the way. Spent about an hour in there, and I was really just trying to take it in, see how it felt, what was improved, what was better, and I walked away from it feeling pretty happy. Would I want to spend more than a couple of hours in there at a time? At the moment, it's a hard one, because that visual fidelity still isn't quite what it needs to be. I feel kind of deflated saying that, because I know a lot of you are probably really excited and looking forward to jumping into this game, but I do want you to understand what you're getting into before purchasing it. And I also kind of do want to say that, as a caveat, they do look after the game and they will work on this and get it looking better. I have full faith in that, as the fact that the studio does keep to their promises and make things look better. But of course it does take us raising a voice, so if I were you, if you feel that way about it, jump over on Twitter at them, let them know, hey, I really wish you would make the visuals better on this. Don't have to be rude or mean, just be polite and respectful, but just explain that those are the things you want. The more of our voices that are heard at the end of the day, the more the studio will listen, and it's really just the way that things work in this day and age. Now, to dive back into understanding a little bit about what I'm saying here with the visual fidelity. Now, I will say near sight is very, very good, mid is meh, and far is bad. But nonetheless, in that game, majority you're working in that near side sort of like looking view, so you don't pick up on it as much and it's not as uncomfortable as you might think. But of course, once you get out into a world, the first thing you're going to do is look out into the distance and want to appreciate the vast world that you're living in. And that's where it kind of falls flat a little bit for me. What's my solution to this? Well, I feel like they should use the foveated rendering, something similar to what they did with like Call of the Mountain, where it's only rendering that one part that you're really looking at, and that way they could have it be incredibly detailed and they could really make those worlds absolutely freaking pop. Already with the vivid colors, working with the OLED panels look incredible. Already sort of like most of the stuff in your near sight now looks incredible. Looking at your gun or looking at yourself or anything like that, going through the menus, very clear, very easy. If you bring that into the full depth of field of view, well, my friends, this game would be a freaking banger. It's such a shame to not be able to fully recommend this right now, but I would say right now, if you don't own the game, it's time to hold off. If you own the game, dive back in and see what your thoughts are, because at the end of the day, you've got nothing to lose. As this is genuinely a game you could spend 40, 50, 60, 100, 200 hours in. It really goes until you're bored. Like, the game is endless, so you literally can go and explore and have fun as much as you want. You can get in with friends. It's an incredible game. It just needs that last little bit of secret sauce added to the top to make those visuals what we expect. So, pretty damn close is the honest opinion, and I will definitely fill you back in the day that they drop an update that's going to fix this. I will jump back in and I'll make another video and I will explain to you how it goes. But I think without further ado, let's dive into me playing some of this game, and then I can give you my opinion as I'm jumping through the game itself. If you enjoyed this, hey, smash a like, and of course enjoy this bit of gameplay.
Oh, baby. Hodoinkies. We're here. Look at this. I just broke my wing, I think, on a rock. Dude, this is a pretty ass planet. And there's some copper down there. We like copper. We like whatever the hell that kind of crystal is. Let's land off. Damn, you know what? It does look better. I think this does look better. Man, let me get out. Oh, it does look better. Look at this. I can definitely see more detail. Now, the mid to long distance, still the same, still nothing to be excited about. What up, son? Hello. Are you good? Brewski! Get the hell out of here, man. Am I a bad man? I think I might be. Dude. What are you? What in the world is that? Is that an oyster with a freaking present in it? Da 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 da. Give me that. Yoink. Living pearl. I want all of that goodness. What is this? Kelp seeds? Grab me all of those up. Oh, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. Your jetpack turned into like a speed swimmer. Oh my god, this game, I absolutely adore it. So, do I think it looks better? Yeah, man. Like, this does look better. Is it perfect? By no means is it perfect. And also, it's 100% not a fair representation to what you see, to what I see. Like, it's not a fair representation at all. You're seeing like a much nicer image on the shared screen than what I get inside the headset. I can tell you that for free. Damn, dude, this is beautiful, 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 beautiful. I can't wait, and I hope that they do continue to work on the updates for this, because if you could see like the draw distance, I mean, already it looks phenomenally better than it did. Like day one PSVR2 to now, this point. Journey milestone accomplished. Okay. Nice. Thanks. I mean, that was quite a spectacle, wasn't it? But the difference between, like, say, day one to now, night and day. But has it got a long way to go? I think we've got like at least another 75% to go, really. Like, the game is there, it really is. But in virtual reality, and this goes for PC as well as PSVR2, it just has a way to go just to get that render distance in.